Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a weekly reading vlog. This is for week number 34, so it is August the 22nd. August the 22nd through August 28th. Today is the 23rd. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I did not get anything filmed yesterday because I actually filmed yesterday the NetGalley video that went up on Tuesday of last week. It was about a 25-minute long video. So I filmed that and then I edited that. So that took a while. And then by the time I did all that, I had to head off to work. So I didn't have time to sit down and talk to you guys. So welcome to the vlog. As usual, timestamps. Check the description box below for timestamps for any of the books that I finished this week. I am really hoping for a good reading week, but we shall see, my friends, because I have fallen down a YouTube rabbit hole. And yeah, that's all I've been doing, honestly. I have been doing a little bit of like audiobook listening, like mostly on my way to work, but I have not been doing a lot of reading. Last week I stumbled upon a video that was about, you know how YouTube like recommends this stuff? It was something about like a weird border, a weird Canadian-US border, which, you know, is Canada and the US the longest undefended border in the world? Something? I mean, you clearly have to go through the border crossing. You can't just walk across to the US or vice versa. But anyway, it's about this little town in Vermont/Quebec that literally the border is a road. So like it's like this 2-lane road. So on one side of the road is the US and on the other side is Canada. So the video is done by this guy by the name of Tom Scott, and I am low-key now obsessed with him. He's adorable as far as I'm concerned. There's something about the British voice that I love. So I will link him below. A lot of you have probably heard of him. He does these videos. The ones that I've been watching mostly were like interesting places, like this whole thing of like interesting places. He's been on YouTube forever, it seems. He's got like, I think over 5 million subscribers. So, I mean, clearly I was missing the boat on this individual. But it's so funny. Like he does these things like, I just watched another one of his videos this afternoon where he like flew with these jet fighter pilots in Britain, like the Thunderbirds in the US. Like, who gets to do that for fun? You know, he did some like G-force thing in like a plane. I'm not sciencey. I have no interest in science, but it's one of those things where it's like he makes it look fun. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just essentially a big kid doing these things. And like I said, I think I'm legitimate. I think I'm crushing. Okay, guys? Like I am obsessed. So that's what I've been watching. And then he did all these videos like years ago where he actually got to go to the Arctic, Greenland, and then through the Canadian Arctic. It was like something like an 18-day trip on a Russian like, icebreaker ship or something. And oh my gosh. So he went with, he was an astronaut, Chris Hadfield, Canadian Chris Hadfield. And he got to go on this trip with him and all these other people as well, these bunch of YouTube vloggers and photographers and things like that. And this was like, we're going back, like this was like 6 years ago or something like that. So I watched some of his videos that he did about, you know, the glaciers and the places that they went to. And, you know, again, his very sciencey kind of interesting places video. But then he mentioned this other blogger or vlogger or whatever by the name of Ben Brown, I think, who's another UK guy. And he like videoed like every day pretty much on, so I like literally on Sunday did nothing but watch all of those videos. I need to step away from YouTube and I need to get some reading done because I'm like living vicariously through these like science geek people and it's so much fun. Anyway, there's my confession. 5 minutes into this vlog and there's my confession. So what am I currently reading? A lot of things, and I need to finish something. So I am almost done listening to on audio, what's it called? What is it called? The Director's Cut? No. Yeah, the Director's Cut. I think that's what it's called. By Vicki Delaney, which is the second book in the Oh, the Summer Resort series. Anyway, I am reading the second one. I've got like an hour left on it. I need to finish it. So I'm hoping to actually do that tonight. I really do need to get back to my reading. I mean, I'm loving watching these videos and it's so much fun. But I need to get some reading done. So I think what I might do is like start limiting myself. Like, okay, you can watch a video, but then you've got to do some reading. You know, like when you were a kid and it was like, you know, you can do that, but you've got to do some reading first. Oh, you guys are kind of getting a little view of, whoa, let's not do that. That light's really bright. Of the room. Sorry, yeah. Chip bags. That's why I try to put that stuff off camera if at all possible. So, along with the Vicki Delaney, I am also currently reading Tangled Lies by Anne Stewart, which is just a mess and a half, and it's so much fun, and I'm really enjoying it. I have not picked this up in days. I need to do that. Speaking of books I have not picked up in days, bear with just a second here. Oh, the Deadly Director's Cut. That's what the book's called, Deadly Director's Cut. I do actually have it checked out from the library. Whoops, both on audio and on ebook. But I don't have the picture right there. I'll pop it up here. The Summer Cottage by Annie Raines. So I am reading that as well, which I haven't picked up in a couple days. But anyway, I'm rambling. Welcome to the vlog, everybody. I will check in with you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, friends. Happy Thursday. Yeah. Another week where I am doing rubbish at vlogging. So I'm hoping to be much better this weekend. I'm off work tomorrow. Yay, on Friday. And I might go to the library. And actually, I have to go to the library because I have to return some books. But I might go and peruse and see what catches my fancy. And I'm off Saturday because it's Saturday. And then I do have to work Sunday, but that's okay. So I have like, you know, some time that I'm not going to be working. So I'm hoping to get reading done. That's always my hope. And then, yeah, so I hope to be a little bit better at this. Now, I am sitting down, of course, because I finished a book yesterday, you guys. Isn't that fantastic? I'm so excited. So sorry, let me reach for these. So yesterday I finished reading Deadly Director's Cut by Vicki Delaney. This is the second book in the Catskills Summer Resort Mystery Series. It is book, I gave this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. So the first book in the series was a 5-star read for me. I absolutely loved it. And I loved this one too. It's not that I thought it was like, oh, this isn't nearly as good. But I think what really pushed the first book to a 5-star was how unique it was to me in terms of a cozy mystery. It was a historical, which I haven't read very much. It was a time period that I love, like the 1950s and the whole idea of this whole Catskills resort a la Dirty Dancing, if you will. And I really, really liked it. So this one still, of course, had all that same charm, same great character, same all those things. But definitely, you know, and again, I think book 1 got the extra star rating just because of how enthralled and excited I was about the fact that this series existed. So now this is more truthful probably to how I feel about the series, is a 4-star. And that's still really good. I still really enjoyed it. So in this book, there's a director who has come to the resort that our main character Elizabeth and her mother own. And he's filming a movie there, a potential Oscar-winning movie, and he ends up dead. And the story goes from there. So I don't really want to give away too much in terms of the plot, but you're meeting back with a lot of the same characters from the first book. And I love this little community. I love, like, even though, like, you get a lot of people because it's a resort, so it feels like a very small community because you've got your core group of people, right? And I really, really liked it. And I do really enjoy also how it does tend to stay very true to the time period, which is fantastic. So even though it's a historical, it wasn't like a modern, I hate using that term. Anyone who reads historical romances knows that there's a lot of more modern ideas that are put into Regency romances, whereas this definitely stayed true to the feel and the, you know, even though it wasn't always right. I have to say that, like, you know, sexism, it was and is still a thing, but of course way more prevalent back then. Like there's one scene where I think somebody, one of the guests has an issue, and Elizabeth goes to talk to him, and he's like, no, I want to talk to the owner, and she's like, I am the owner. He's like, well, isn't there a man I can talk to? Like that's, unfortunately, that's the way a lot of people thought back then, right? And then there was, you know, somebody else, a woman in business kind of an idea. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. 4 stars. I do recommend it. So what am I currently reading? Before I get into that, I did decide to DNF Tangled Lies by Anne Stewart. This was just getting too weird for me. So I talked about this book in my last vlog. So this one is the infamous Harlequin intrigue novel with the priest on the cover, and this couple embracing, which is very true for a intrigue or any category romance or any romance novel in general. The issue with this one is that the plot of this book is about supposedly a brother and sister. That, you know, her brother's been missing for 15 years. She finally found him in Hawaii. So she goes to see him thinking that this guy is her brother. Spoiler alert, because I did get about 60 pages of the way through this and I just decided, no, I'm okay. If I ever want to pick this up, it is available on Audible, but it's an Audible exclusive. So it's one that I would have to use a credit for, so I don't know whether that would even be worth it. But I own this, and it's on my shelf. If I ever want to, I can pick it up. It's not a big deal. It's a DNF for now, and I say that about all of my DNFs pretty much, unless a book really offends me, Colleen Hoover. Then I'm not going to... then I'm not going to be picking that up, right? But this one, it didn't offend me. It's not... So, like I said, she thinks she's finding her brother, when in reality, this guy is like an imposter. And you do find that out very, very early on in the book. So it's not a spoiler for anybody, right? I mean, there's going to be a romance. It can't be her brother. That's not even, you know, that wasn't kosher, you know? But would never be kosher. But anyway, it just... She was, and this is something that I have some issues with romances from years ago, because this was published originally in 1984, so 38 years ago. So she was younger than him. It's like a 12-year age difference between the two of them. So he's like 40 to her 28, maybe 29. And she acts like she's about 16. Like, I honest to God, as I was reading this, she reminded me so much of Jessica Wakefield from Sweet Valley High. Like, that's the attitude. Like, I'm here to see you. Aren't you happy to see me? You haven't seen me in 15 years. We're adults now. You have no idea who I am, but I'm going to throw my arms around you because you're my brother and blah, 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 blah. And it was just a little too flowers in the attic, as I think I said in my last video. So I read a little bit more yesterday and I'm just like, oh, yeah, I just couldn't get behind this one. So I might retry it again later, maybe in a few years or something. I'll pick it back up again. But for right now, it's a DNF, you guys. It's a DNF. So what am I currently reading? Yesterday on audio, I did start reading Lemon Drop Dead by Amanda Flower. This is the 6th book in the Amish Candy Shop Mystery Series. I have this one, and then I plan to also read this week Peanut Butter Panic, and to get this series caught up. And I've been enjoying it. You know, it's been a lot of fun. I'm about a quarter of the way through it now. I don't want to give too much away because, again, now we're at a point in the series where if you've been reading it from the beginning, you're going to be ruined for things that are coming down the pipe. So, yeah, to say that I am enjoying it. Somebody's having a baby shower. It's not our main character, Bailey. I can tell you that. Somebody's having a baby shower, and this woman shows up at the baby shower with some information, and then that woman ends up dead. And that's about as far as I am right now. So I will report back on this one. I have, like I said, been enjoying it. And because I've put down Tangled Lies, now I can really focus on trying to get this one done, which is The Summer Cottage by Annie Raines, which is the first book in the Somerset Lake series. And I am about, how far am I through this one? Bear with me just a second here. I'm on chapter 9, which doesn't tell me much. This book, okay, sorry, side note tangent. It drives me crazy when, okay, it doesn't drive me crazy. I appreciate what the publishers are doing, that they're including like a bonus story at the back of the book. But like this book is listed on Goodreads at like 450 pages, when in reality it's like 100 pages less than that. So it's really off on trying to figure out like how far through the book you are. But I'm probably about 30% of the way through this one. But again, I haven't been picking it up because I haven't been, I just haven't been reading over the last few days, guys. The YouTube rabbit hole is a thing. Reading will. I did a lot of reading yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I did do a lot of reading yesterday, so I was really, really happy about that. So, it's coming back, but I just have to be able to do both. You know, I love Tom Scott's videos. I talked about this on my last clip in this vlog. So, you know, they're there. I can watch them later. I don't have to watch them all right now. It's fine. It's fine. So that's what I'm currently reading, you guys. But anyway, that is it for this clip. And I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi friends, happy Friday! Today is the 26th of August and Bernard says hello as well. His toys are out, we were playing a little bit earlier. And yeah, it's Friday, yay for Friday. I am off work today, vacation day. I do have to work Sunday, but that's okay because that makes next week a 4-day weekend. You saying hi, Bernard? Anyway, just want to check in to say hi. I have nothing to report. I haven't finished any books. I'm still reading the same books as yesterday, but I've got the next few days off, for Friday and Saturday. Today, my husband and I are actually going to the library and Walmart, so maybe I'll take you guys along because it's probably been a very boring vlog up until this point because I think I've only finished one book so far. But anyway, it's all fine. Everything is fine. And yeah, that's it. I just came in to check in and say hi, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. Morning, friends. Happy Saturday. Today is the 27th of August, and I am here with a update for this morning, and I don't have much to update. I did not do a lot of reading yesterday. I did go to the library, so you may have seen a little clip before this one. It's like the outside area. They have like a splash pads. It's one of the branches of the Toronto Public Library. So yeah, so I went there yesterday. I did get some books. I did not get to film inside because it's a small library. Yeah, no, there was kids and stuff, and that's a no. So anyway, I did pick up some books. I'm going to be filming my TBR for September in just a minute when I'm done this. So far, actually, no, hold on. I did finish a book yesterday, but I can't talk about it because it's for the Harlequin Anticipated Reads vlog. So you will see my review for that book later this coming week. That video will be up on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, so that is all that that's my second book of the week, you guys. I don't think I'm in a reading slump because I'm still reading every single day. I'm just not reading as much. And again, I think it's because I've been watching a lot more YouTube. I don't know why. Maybe I just, you find content creators that you really like and you kind of start to tend to binge their stuff. So I think that we're coming off the back end of that now that I've watched kind of most of what I wanted to see that he's put out. And I'm talking about Tom Scott, who I've become kind of obsessed with watching. And yeah, so anyway, I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done today, but I don't know about that because it's my brother's birthday tomorrow and we're having all the family over today. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody. So we'll be doing family things, so not a lot of reading time today. But the other thing is that I haven't picked up an audiobook in a few days. Because even on Thursday, I drove in and out to work, but I didn't listen to audio on my way in and out of the office. I was listening to music. So I've been now reading, because I was listening to Lemon Drop Dead on audio. I had started on audio from Hoopla, but it's available on Kindle Unlimited, which is great. So I've actually been reading it on my Kindle, which has been kind of nice and not listening to the audiobook. So yeah, like I said in a previous video or a previous clip, I can't remember when I've said this before, but I don't use audio to read faster. I use audio as a way to complement and be able to read at times when I might not normally be able to read, such as if I want to do crafting or if I'm commuting or something like that. So that's when I use audio. But it's not like I use it to read faster. That's not my goal at the end of the day. So anyway, all that to say, yesterday I also went to Walmart. Garrett and I had to wander over. We actually just went over to get snacks pretty much. But I did look at the books and I did get a book because it was 30% off. Now I did get this from the publisher as an e-arc, but I love both these authors. It's actually a writing duo who wrote this one, and I'm so excited about it, and I am going to read it in October for sure. Like, it was already on my list, and then when I saw it at Walmart for 30% off, I said, okay. So we have Small Town Big Magic by Hazel Beck. This is, like I said, it's a writing duo, and it is Megan Crane and Nicole Helm. I am big fans of both those ladies. They both write for Harlequin. They both write for the Intrigue line. I know Nicole does. Megan Crane goes by another name as well. Is it Caitlin Cruz? I think it might be Caitlin Cruz. If that's the case, then I know she writes for Presents. So that's kind of and I know these two ladies are also friends with Maisie Yates and Jackie Asherden, and the four of them co-write that There's been, I think, 3 of them out now, where it's like cowboy anthologies, and there's like each story, like they're all interconnected stories, and each of the ladies writes one different story. So this is like a Halloween-y, witchy type book. There's no such thing as witches, right? Emerson Wilde has built the life of her dreams. Youngest Chamber of Commerce president, successful indie bookstore owner, and lucky enough to have her best friends as found family. Done. But when Emerson is attacked by a creature that shouldn't be real and kills them with what can only be called magic, Emerson finds that the past decade of her life has been a lie. St. Cyprian, the town, isn't your average Midwestern river town. It's a haven for witches. When Emerson failed the power test years ago, she was stripped of her magical memories. Turns out Emerson's friends are all witches, and so is she. And I'm not going to read anything else, but that's pretty much... I'm really excited about this one. Like, even though it doesn't take place at Halloween, it's witches, so to me that's like a Halloween-y October book. And the cover of it is just stunning, so I had to pick it up. It says, Hazel Beck is the magical partnership of a river witch and an earth witch. Together they have collected 2 husbands, 3 familiars, 2 children, 5 degrees, and written around 200 books. As one, their books will delight with breathtaking magic, emotional romance, and stories of witches you won't soon forget. I cannot wait to pick this up. I cannot wait. It's a part of me, well, may just pick it up in September. We don't know. But anyway, so there's a little book haul for you guys. So at least that was something. But anyway, I will check in tomorrow with the final clip of the vlog, or the final clips of the vlog, and we'll figure out where my reading ends up. You know, maybe I'm hoping to finish, well, the book I'm further along in right now is The Summer Cottage by Annie Rain. So I'm probably going to work on getting that one done. If I get that one done tomorrow, I'll be really happy. That'll put me at 3 books for the week, and that is fantastic. And then I still have like 5 days, and I have like 10 books. That's not going to happen. My priorities, I want to finish, of course, Lemon Drop Dead and Peanut Butter Panic. Those are 2 big ones. And then on top of that, I'd like to finish the Nancy Drew book that I have, The Quest for the Missing Map, I think it's called, and then a Babysitter's Club book. So those are kind of my goals for what I want to finish towards the end of the month. So it's like 6 books in like 5 days. 2 of them I've already started. We shall see. We shall see, my friends. But anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Good morning, friends, and happy Sunday. Today is the 28th of August, and it is... what time is it? 9:15 in the morning. I'm doing a little editing on the vlog. I am working from home this morning as well, so that's a thing. But yeah, hi, here I am. Okay, so kind of, I don't know why. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys, like, editing. Editing is fun. So yeah, it's Sunday morning. I don't have a lot to report. I didn't finish any books yesterday, except for that one I talked about briefly in the morning. But I am very close to finishing, I think I have less than 100 pages left on The Summer Cottage by Annie Rain. So my goal is to finish that today. And I want to finish Lemon Drop Dead as well. And Peanut Butter Panic. Those are like my 3 biggies for the rest of the week. Until the end of the month. Another month on Wednesday. So we shall see. But this is the last day for this week's vlog. So like I said, I would really like to get the Summer Resort done. Or the Summer Cottage done today. Because I'd like to give you guys that review before the end of this vlog. Because this vlog has just been like... I haven't done much reading this week, but that's okay. I mean, I've been reading every day, just not a ton, and that's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to check in, say good morning to all of you, and I will do another clip later on today for my wrap-up for the week. So I'll talk to you guys then. Bye. Hi guys, it is later on Sunday. Not that late. It is later in the afternoon, and I thought I would pop on for the final clip of this vlog to let you guys know that I finished a book. So yay! It was a productive day today. I am very happy about that. And I kind of wanted to, well, for one, I want to do my review of the book for you guys. And the other thing I wanted to do was kind of talk a little bit about what I've been doing a lot of thinking today in terms of my reading and the fact I've been feeling a little bit slumpy in a way. And I kind of just want to talk on that very quickly. Just kind of put my own thoughts out there in the universe and just see, like, if maybe some of the rest of you feel this way as well. I don't know. On Discord, because I'm on Discord quite often, that over on Criminology's group that I'm a part of, someone asked a question about being in a slump and, you know, so that kind of prompted me to start thinking about it myself today. So anyway, let's get on to the book review first. So I did just finish, not just, about 20 minutes ago, I finished reading The Summer Cottage by Annie Raines. This is the first book in the Somerset Lake series, and I really, really enjoyed it. So this is a spin-off series of her Sweetwater Springs series that she does, but you don't need to have read one to read the other, because I've read a handful of the Sweetwater Springs, not in any kind of order, you guys know me, but I've read some of those books, and you know, you're meeting characters maybe that are now going to appear in this series, but it's not a big deal, right? So essentially this is the character of Trisha, who has come from Sweetwater Springs with her young son Petey, and she has taken over as this caretaker position at this set of cottages at Somerset Lake, excuse me. And they're owned by this older woman named Vi, who a year earlier had a massive stroke, and her family now wants her to sell this property of all these cottages that, you know, she looks after, and Vi doesn't want to sell because this is not where her family is, because her family's all moved. She's the only one left. Like, all of her children have moved away, her grandchildren, and, you know, she's kind of, but this is where her memories are. This is where her and her husband spent their best days together, kind of a scenario. So anyway, her grandson Jake ends up coming to town because he's being tasked to try and convince her to sell, because the family feels like it's in their best interest. She had the stroke a year ago, such and such. So of course Jake and Trisha meet, and a romance blossoms between them. And, you know, there's some secrets that are being kept back. The reason why Trisha left Sweetwater Springs, I don't want to say why, because stuff is revealed throughout the book that kind of ties everything together, and it was really good. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. I liked it a lot. Annie Raines is a fantastic writer. She does great contemporary romance. She does write on the sweet side. The most you're going to get in this book is a few kisses. That's it. And that's pretty much the bulk of what it is that she writes. There is a dog on the cover of this book. There's a dog in the story itself. Her name is Bailey, and she is delightful. So yeah, I really like this. I like the romance of it. It was a great summer vibe. There's this old man, Mr. Santori, I think. They call him Mr. S. And he has a rather peculiar habit because many, many years ago, he lived at a nudist colony. And now he prefers to sleep naked on the beach at night, as one does. And every morning, part of Trisha's job is to go and make sure he gets off the beach before everyone shows up, essentially. So, you know, talk about that being in your job description, right? So there are some really funny moments in this too, but yeah, I really liked the story. I thought it was really cute. You meet a lot of secondary characters, friends of, like, women that Trisha is becoming friends with who live in town, who, you know, their stories are going to be next. And this is the first in the series, and Book 2, Book 2.5, and Book 3 have all been released already, I think. And we're getting some of those ladies' stories. So I'm very excited about going on to the next books. The next book in the series is a Christmas book. So I think that one might have to go on my list in December to read, because I think it's Lucy's story, and I really liked Lucy as a character in this story. So anyway, rambling on, I really enjoyed this one. So on to my little reading slump discussion. So as you guys know, like, I tend to read a lot of books at once, and I think maybe I have burned myself out, and maybe that's why I, you know, kind of like have not been reading as much. Does that make sense? Like, you think more, if you're picking up more books, you're going to read more, but that's not necessarily the case. You become overwhelmed, right? And it works for a lot of people, and it did used to work for me, and maybe it still will. Maybe I'm just going through a time right now that, you know, maybe I just need to concentrate. Sorry, my glasses are on top of something over here. And Presley really wants up on this. Sorry for shaking the camera. Press. No, love. Sorry. This is resting on a stool, and he wants to sit on the stool, but he can't because there's no room. Anyway, so yeah, I just decided, I'm like, okay, so I had some books on the go. I've been DNFing books over the last 2 weeks. And that's one thing I'm very, very pleased with myself for. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I started the book, I gotta finish the book. But no, if you're not enjoying the book, put the book down. So anyway, yeah, so I'm like, I've been DNFing books, which has been great. Like, not that I'm saying that I'm never going to read them again. I just don't feel like reading them right now. And that's okay. Like, we can change our minds. We can put stuff down. You know, we don't have to necessarily read what we think we have to read. And then the other thing, trying to go to maybe only 1 or 2 books at a time. Now, I do always like having more than one book on the go. I don't know if I could just read one, mainly because right now I'm concentrating on my Harlequin Anticipated Reads books. So I am reading those books like in the background, if you will, like not the ones that I talk about to you guys, but the ones that I'm kind of also reading. And with those ones, I like usually read a bit in the morning and then I usually read a bit more at night. So that's kind of my goal with those. I'm not really reading them throughout the day as much. But that being said, I am reading those as well. But I think I'm really going to be trying to go down to, and I think I'm going to try it maybe the month of September and see how I go. And just try and read like one book at a time other than that Harlequin book that I'm reading. So like right now, for example, I finished the Annie Raines book. So now the only book that I have on the go, other than the Harlequin book, is Lemon Drop Dead by Amanda Flower. And then when I'm done that, I'm going to pick up Peanut Butter Panic. And that's it. And the other thing is, guys, is audio. I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I should really pick up an audiobook. Like, I haven't listened to an audiobook since I finished the Vicki Delaney earlier this week. And what day was that? Was that Thursday? I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but or was it Wednesday? I can't remember what day it was. But I haven't had any interest in picking up an audiobook. Not that I have a problem with audiobooks. You guys know I will defend audiobooks all day long. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're absolutely a form of reading. It's just another way to be able to read. But like I've mentioned a couple times lately, that I don't read audiobooks to read faster. I read audiobooks to complement, to read at times when I might not be able to pick up a book. For example, if I'm driving, I will be listening to an audiobook. Or if I'm going to work or something like that, or if I'm crafting, but what's been happening lately is I haven't had that urge. I've wanted to separate those things, like how I used to years ago before I really discovered audiobooks. Like now when I'm driving to work over even the last week or so, like I was like, okay, I've got to finish this Vicki Delaney book. Like it took me like a week to finish on audio because I wasn't listening to it while I was commuting. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. I was actually listening to it at work while I was doing admin stuff, and it was just because I needed to get it done. Or I wanted to get it done because somebody was waiting for it because I had borrowed it from the library. And I found myself, I was like listening to music. Do you know how long it's been since I've like really listened? Music used to be my life. Like I used to listen to music all the time. And I haven't been doing that lately. I've been like, oh, I got to finish these audiobooks. And I'm like, but why? For what purpose? Do you know what I mean? Like what purpose, so life's all about enjoyment, right? So if right now I'm not feeling like audiobooks, a part of me kind of wants to cancel my Audible subscription, but I've got 4 credits that before you can cancel it, you have to use up the credits. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to waste those credits. So it's $14 a month. It's not a big deal. I'll probably find something to buy, like eventually down the line. We'll see what happens. But if like I go a couple months without listening to audio, I might just go ahead and get a bunch of use the credits on a bunch of books and then just kind of cancel. Can I put it on hold? I wonder. I'll have to look at that and see. Like if I put on hold, will it hold my credits? I will find out. But anyway, yeah, just because like if I'm not listening to them right now, then what's the point kind of an idea. But I just even today I was perusing through the Toronto Public Library's Libby, and I was looking for audiobooks and nothing was grabbing I'm like, I can read that. The thing that I found, which, I mean, I get it because I've done it too, and I'm really not guilty of it like you've done something wrong, but I have done it too where, I have this physical book. Let me just pick one up. I have this physical book, but let me go and find a copy of it on audio. Why? I don't read audio any faster than I read print or ebook. So again, I don't read audio for speed. I read audio to complement. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, it's a thing. So I'm just kind of talking out loud, maybe that's why I've been slumpy. Maybe because I'm trying to force myself to do things that I've always done before. Like I've always had an audiobook on the go. So why am I not listening to an audiobook right now? I've always read 3 or 4 books at a time. So why am I not reading 3 or 4 books at a time right now? you know, and today just reading that one book was so great and I loved it. It was so nice to just really immerse yourself in one story and not be jumping from story to story to story. And I heard, like, I just watched today, Storm from Storm Reads did her 500 subscriber Q&A. I'm way behind on booktube videos. Thank you again. This video, today's vlog, this vlog is brought to you by my discussions of Tom Scott. I'm sorry. But like I said, I fell down the rabbit hole watching his stuff over the last couple of weeks. So I fell behind on booktube. And I finally watched Storm's video. And she talked about having several books on the go at once. But then she made the point to say that some days she'll just focus on one book. Like, she might have 4 books on the go or 5 books on the go. But she's only reading one, like, you're only clearly reading one at a time. But she's only really focusing on one at a time, right? Like, one day she might just read just 1 book or 2 books and stuff like that. So anyway, I just found it very, very interesting. So it's just a thought, you know, food for thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to add a little something else to this vlog because I'm sure it's short and boring for you guys. So it is what it is. But let's do the end of the vlog wrap up. So I read 3 books this week, you guys. I am very pleased with that. I finished Deadly Director's Cut by Vicki Delaney. I ended up giving it 4 stars. This was the week of the 4-star, by the way. This is book number 2 in the Catskill Summer Resort Cozy Mystery series. And I did listen to it on audio, and it was narrated by Jennifer Van Dyke. So, like that one. The one that I did not talk about, but will be coming out in a vlog on Thursday, so stay tuned for that, was A Rancher's Reward by J. Margot Critch, a Harlequin Desire novel. Not talking about this one. You'll hear about it then. And last but not least, the one I just finished, The Summer Cottage by Annie Raines. Again, 4 stars, book 1 in the Somerset Lake series. And thank you very much to NetGalley and to Forever Publishing for sending me the e-art copy of this one to read and review. This was a NetGalley book that I had. So anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Questions, comments, anything below, please do reach out and talk. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.